Today on the channel, desperate times call for desperate measures with the Mattel Creations exclusive Masters Universe Origins, Despara.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe Origins unboxing and review. And today, we got Despara. Todd McFarlane from the couch. Despara. They know what I mean. But we do got her, and she is a Mattel Creations exclusive. So for all your Despara needs, head over to Mattel Creations. But for all your other action figure needs, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15%. Yes, 15%. And as I did say, this was a Mattel Creation exclusive. On that Saturday, Todd McFarlane, I flipped the collar up and got welcomed into Club Grayskull and picked up my own Despara figure right then and there. So all was good in the world, but is all good with this figure? Well, there's only one way to find out. Of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's check it out right here. A little interesting here, She-Ra, Andorra, a little bit of a mystery around this one, a little brainwashing, all kinds of stuff going on. In a figure I believe we had one other time only, at least that I remember, part of the Masters Universe Classics. Of course, I'm just a Classics guy, as we do know, and we'll do some comparisons later on in this video as well. This is not Cartoon Collection, this is Origins, so take note of that as well. Slipcase cover, removable on this one, always nice to see. But good packaging style here, the classic packaging style for me. Of course, evil Horde member, as we do know. Despara, powerful captain of the evil Horde. Modern posing, retro play. Looking good in the package, a very small female figure, of course. And there she is on the back, squaring off with some snake men. Oh, watch out for those cold-blooded snakes. Ready to go, but beautiful packaging on the back of this one here. Of course, you do get the little comic book action. Do get a little tray there. Getting it all out of here. Of course, I keep the packaging on this, so we're going to go gentle off to the side. See you later. Goodbye. Right there. How about a little plastic prison for Despara? And she is locked away, and they don't want her going anywhere. She's got all kinds of twist ties going on. Twist ties on the arms, twist ties on the legs. No twist ties around the waist for whatever reason. Oh, very difficult to get into. She's very difficult to get into. Let me tell you, Todd McFarlane from the couch. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Todd's over there. Trust me, he's really over there. But very hard to get into her. Hard to get her out of the package. Dare I say, hard to get into Despara's box is what it is. And I pull it through. We got a cape. Oh, Lando style. And we got twist ties everywhere. Behind the back, see you later. Sky Hook. You know we're here for that. Shout out to my dad, of course, the master of the Sky Hook. And then we do got two weapons right here. Look like Triclops weapons, if I'm not mistaken. Behind the back, see you later once again. We do get the comic book here. Going to be very interested to see this comic book. See you later, goodbye. The Phantoms of Despara. Oh, yes. Okay, a little bit of the backstory here. Very interesting. I'll have a couple of pictures in this one here, but a good guy, a bad guy. We know the story, or at least we will know the story after we do read it. But very cool to see that there. But let's dive into this one. Let's start it off with Triclops era swords right here. Silver blade, black on the handles. Got that little handle guard down there, but she's got two blades. She's ready to square off. She's ready to go. Looking good right there. No issues with that. Love the little red, a little dash color on the end. But now we're down to Despara. Yeah, you guys all know what I mean. But we got her right here, a very small female figure, of course. I guess we'll start with the head sculpt. Very Horde-like, of course. Now, it is a mask, and the mask is removable. We'll get to that here in a second. But got the little spikes up the top, of course, looking good. You got the black kind of ornate framing around there, and then you got the red crazy eyes. You got the crazy teeth on this one. She's looking pretty rough. But then you take this one off, and oh, watch out. We got Andorra here. And she's got a lot of tude, and that's attitude, Todd McFarlane, like a young Stephanie Tanner back in the day. Reminded me a lot of that there, but she just got that short hairdo, shaved on the sides, a little different colors in yellow between the side and the top. I don't know what's going on there. Is it a dye job? It could be. Who knows? Looking interesting in the face. She does got some red lipstick, a little bit of teeth showing, and we don't like a lot of teeth, of course. But we do got the under eye paint there. She's like a young Jose Canseco out there in the outfield, just ready to go, trying to keep the sun out of his eyes. Got a little bit of that going on, and she's got crazy caterpillar eyebrows right up there. Got the big V in there, but looking good. I really do like this, and at first I thought this was a second head. I thought we got two heads with this one. Unfortunately, not the case. It is just a mask there, but I might display her holding onto this mask. That might be the way to go with this one. Your mileage may vary, of course, on that. But I like both of these. I was going to say both head sculpts, so I like the mask and I like the head sculpt on this one. So not a bad piece of business at all right here. She does got the big old apparatus over the top there. Of course, cape season, running fast, running free like a young Lando Calrissian, looking good in red right here. Ribbed for her pleasure, apparently, is what it is here, but looking nice. You do got the holsters in the back to hold both weapons, so you can store both of those back there. Always love that, of course. You could pop the head off and pop this off if you want to. Usual Masters Universe Origins cartoon collection figures, WWE Superstar figures. You can remove the body parts. You can plug and play, do what you wish. So I do like that. Red and black attack throughout. Obviously, the red predominantly on the cape. You do got a little bit of red right there in the chest. Then you got black throughout. Black on the arms with a little gray action as well. A skirt, a little protector skirt over there that is free-flowing over the top. And then she's got some big old boots down here. Got all that protection. Like a young Terry Steinbach behind the mound, of course. Or behind the catcher's mound. Or behind home plate. How about that? We'll get there. We'll get there. Looking good. Forearm guards as well. Got the black boots down there low. Arms do go all the way around for us a little bit. Have to move out of the way from the over-the-top cape there. No bicep cut. You do get the single jointed elbows side to side, hands back and forth side to side, head back and forth side to side, of course, removable. Waist articulation. You got those big old Adora splits. Big boot if she needs to. Single jointed knee side to side. Boot cut is there. Ankles back forth side to side, up and down. So basically your usual master style articulation at this point in time is what we got going on. Two gripping hands out of the package. She's going to grip those swords and rip those swords at the same time. She also does fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. How about that? Not a bad piece of business. Not sure how well this would sell at retail, but as far as Mattel Creations, this feels good. I like this figure. We're getting a little deeper into the lore. Stepping away from the original origins of trying to remake the 80s classics to more of the Masters of the Universe classic style figures. And that's where she comes in here. Going to compare her to this one here. Now, this is, of course, a beautiful, beautiful rendition. A little bit more grungy, a little bit darker than, of course, the Mattel stuff. I'm okay with that, or the modern day Mattel stuff, I should say. So I do like the looks of this one here. It is a pick'em. It's not going to be for everybody. There's going to be some people out there saying this wasn't part of canon of the cartoon. This wasn't whatever. They're passing on this. I totally get that too. But if you're going to continue the lore, build out the lore, we're getting into stuff like this. It's going to be interesting to see where they go in the future. We saw the Battle for Eternia unboxing here on the channel just recently. Check that out if you missed it. A lot of new blood being put into the line. So could the line be dead? Yeah, I guess it could be, but they could also add tons of new characters like that Battle for Eternia and stuff like this into the line to keep it going for a few more years, at least, at minimum right there. So going to be interesting to see where that goes. And San Diego Comic-Con right around the corner. I'm sure things will get a lot clearer after that. But we're not done with the comparisons. Of course, we do have She-Ra right here. Of course, this came out a couple of years ago, so you can kind of see the comparisons between the two, I guess. And then you can't have the Horde without Hordak. You can't spell Horde without Hordak either, really. But we do got the Hordak right there. One of many we've got over the last couple of years from Mattel. So not a bad piece of business. This is a must-have figure for me in my collection. Maybe not everybody else, as I did say. But this is a fun one. I like the option of having the mask on, the mask off. I like the weapons on her. I'm building out the Horde team. There's a lot to like about this one, but I'd be interested to hear if you like this one. Let me know in the comments down below your opinion on this one. Is it worth pronouncing or picking up for you? And I guess speaking of pronouncing, how do you pronounce her name? Is it Despara? Is it Despara? Pick your poison right there. Todd and I can never agree on these things. Maybe you can. Shoot it off in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Check out my brand new podcast every single Tuesday. It is The Kyle Peterson Show, wherever audio podcasts are found. Video cast on YouTube, Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. You can hit me up on social media, Pro Wrestling Tees. You guys know the whole rigmarole by now. Appreciate all the support across the board. So for another Masters of the Universe Mattel Creations exclusive, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.